Okay, we're going to talk Eagles basketball, Lady Eagles basketball, Civic Memorial High School. We've got Coach Jeff Durbin and Player of the Year Avery Huddleston in the studio. But before I get to these amazing guests, Coach, you played any golf?
Yes.
You played Oak Brook?
I have before, yes.
Located northeast of Edwardsville, Illinois, Oak Brook Golf Club is a family-owned 27-hole public golf facility, and their goal is to offer the highest quality golf experience for a reasonable fee. Oak Brook is consistently recognized for awards such as Friendliest Staff, Best Course to Host a Fundraiser, and Best Senior Scramble in the bi-state area. From fundraisers to leagues to instruction to an afternoon out on the links by yourself or with your friends, the Brook wants to win your business. I've personally played and hosted multiple golf scrambles there, and I promise you, Mike Surrey and his staff are the best. To book your next tee time or to start organizing your next fundraising scramble, give them a call at 656-5600 or check them out online at oakbrookgc.com. All right, welcome to the show, Coach Durbin.
Hey, thanks for having us here. We appreciate it.
From Civic Memorial High School and Player of the Year, Mespy winner, welcome to the show, Avery Huddleston.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, first year, way to go. 10-0 in the conference champs.
Yeah, it was a special year, that's for sure. People always ask me, did you have a great year? Would you expect that? And I said, if you'd have told me before the season started how that would have been, I would have paid a lot of money for that. So,
really?
Yes. Yeah.
So they surprised you.
I mean, I knew I wasn't coming into the cupboard being bare, so to say.
Gotcha.
I knew we had some talent there, and I always used the word we could be dangerous.
Yeah.
They bought into what we were trying to do, and they did, and we had a very fantastic year.
What's your story? Where were you before you became the head coach? Were you an assistant coach there, or what were you doing?
So I actually got started out in our Junior Eagles program. Started coaching my daughter, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, whatever it was. And then I did that for a few years. Then I got asked to coach 7th grade at our Trimpe Middle School. Did that, I think, 5 years. And then when ARB came on at CM, I became the JV coach. So I was under him for 4 years.
And you love it?
Love it, yeah.
Are you a teacher?
Not a teacher, no.
What do you do professionally?
Right now, it's just coaching.
Okay.
I'm very fortunate. Got a sugar mama, you could say.
Okay.
You said I could say it. There
I'm
you go.
all for it.
So I am blessed to be able to do this and put in the time it is to coaching because of her.
All right.
So.
Well, that's awesome. Good for you. And you did a good job at 23-7, like I said, undefeated in the conference. Avery, what words would you use to describe this season?
This was just a fun season. Besides even playing basketball, all the girls were amazing. We were just such a close team. We hung out outside of basketball even though we saw each other every day. And like with basketball, when we were playing, we just had fun, and I think that's what really made us dangerous, is that we were just having fun, goofing around, and still winning. So it was able to be like just more fun game. These girls that you grew up hooping with? Yeah. Do you play any other sports? I play soccer also. Did any of these girls also play soccer? There's been a few in the past, but most not this year. None this year except Meredith Bruckner. Okay. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. All right. What games will you most remember from this season? Best win? I really enjoyed winning. Shoot, who was it? Pleasant Plains. That was a good game because we were not supposed to win that game. All week we were talking about how good they were, how tough they were, how big they were, and then we went in and beat them. So. 49-41 on February 8th. It was a close game. Good one. Yeah. Good for you. How about you, Coach? Best wins that you'll remember?
There's a few of them. I'd say the top one right now would be the Highland game to win a regional. Because, coming into the season, our goal was to win MVC and then take it from there. And that was probably my biggest win as a coach as well, including middle school and everything. So that was a huge one for us. But, you throw in John Burroughs, who just came off winning a Missouri State championship. They're a powerhouse, and they were good, and we knocked them off at the SWIC shootout. like she said, Pleasant Plains.
Coach, that's the second time we talked about boroughs on this podcast.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to listen to it to hear the other
Okay,
time we talk
okay.
very specifically. It's not very often we mention the schools on the other side of the river because we don't have to. But anyway, you keep going.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, those were top two, right, off the top of my head.
How did this season surprise you? You hadn't been a head coach before. You're only a head coach for your first time once.
Yep.
What surprised you about it?
The behind the scenes stuff that most people don't know. How much film you got to watch, scouting teams, going to watch them, preparing for them, trying to pick out their weaknesses and, what our strengths that go against them. Just how much more. I knew there was a lot of time into it, but how much it really, if you want to be successful, if you want to keep the program, because, we got a very good program that was built before I got there. My goal was, to keep that standard. Now, it wasn't going to fall back on my watch at least. So just how much time you got to put in to be successful.
Is it easier or harder to follow great coaches? John Denny did a great job there at Bethalto, and then Arb took the reins, did a fantastic job. Is it easier to follow?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, because the stuff I learned from those two guys is unmatched. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. They say you don't want to follow the man. I followed to the man. So, I think it was a little added pressure, but what I learned from them though, helped me so much.
Yeah.
So.
And you weren't building a program.
That's the thing.
You were continuing.
Yes.
But
I mean, it was.
You built it in your way though.
Yeah. I mean, I come in and change some things,
Sure.
but the expectations, what the community already expected out of the program. I mean, Denny built that years ago, and then Arb coming in, putting his little twist on things, and then me changing, tweaking different things here and there. So, yeah, it's like I said, the cupboard wasn't bare by any means. It was, just keeping it on track.
What's it going to take to keep things on track besides great players like Avery Huddleston? Because I've had
that definitely helps.
You're like the fourth CM Hooper I've had on here, man.
Yeah.
Bunch of great, talented girls have come through that program.
There has, and we got more coming too as well, which is good. It's just to keep it where it's at. You got to keep kids involved. I love multi-sport kids. I don't. Hey, you just got to play basketball, just basketball, just basketball. So keeping kids involved, keep them interested. Because basketball, it's a tough sport. It's a tough girls' sport. It's a winter sport. It's long. We're together, 6 days a week probably, because we play a lot of Monday games. So we're coming in on Sundays. We're playing shootouts on Saturday. So it's a lot.
Busy.
Yeah. And when you're in season, it's tough to think about. Like, you have to make yourself think about other things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially after losses. Losses can be tough. You just kind of move on. You can't dwell on it. Hopefully you learn, your mistakes, and just get ready for the next game.
You and your kids may never outgrow your favorite sports, but you may outgrow your equipment. Your locally owned Play It Again Sports provides an easy way to sell your quality used sports and fitness gear and get paid on the spot or trade up for what you need right now. Not only will you save with affordable used gear, but they also supply the latest new equipment and accessories from the most popular brands. I talk to Edwardsville store owner Dan Brynjolfsson all the time, and he keeps telling me golf, basketballs, they got basketballs in there for you, coach, new and used ones.
Can't have too many of those.
You can't. Footballs, soccer balls, they got all the tennis balls, gloves, cleats, bats, you name it. Go see Dan, tell him I sent you. And it's getting warm, Metro East, but no matter the temperature, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning has the emergency calls and maintenance services covered. Viviano is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving the Metro East for over 30 years. Viviano provides quality heating and cooling services, including repairs, installation, and maintenance. Looking for a new furnace or AC unit? Need emergency service or maintenance? What are you waiting for? Call to schedule a service appointment with Viviano today at 618-345-7498 or visit them online at vivianoair.com. You guys use Snap Mobile?
Yes, we do.
You love it?
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do. It's easy, it's fast, it's professional. And since 2014, Snap Mobile has supported athletic and activity programs nationwide with reliable fundraising and administrative solutions. Snap Mobile has helped schools and coaches raise nearly $1 billion for their teams. Former Belleville East coach and AD Jim Loyette is your local Snap Mobile rep. So if you're a coach, AD, or parent looking for a 100% hassle-free way to raise funds for a team, group, or organization, give Jim a call at 618-910-1781. I have personally worked with Snap Mobile, and I am sold on the process, the professionalism, and the results. And I'm going to give that phone number one more time. 618-910-1781. You love Snap.
Yes, we do.
Attaboy. All right. Great season. Congratulations. You win the Mespy. You're going to keep going. It takes that feeder program, which I know y'all got. What else does it take?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Keeping kids interested, like you said, but those two things go hand in hand.
I mean, you got to have a good feeder program, and that takes the community to do it because we have volunteer coaches. And something, it's very vital. It's your middle school program. I mean, you got to have coaches that put in the work, doing summer stuff. So got to have good coaches. You're only as good as your feeder program and your coaches, really, in the long run, because you can't wait till they get to high school to start teaching them fundamentals. I mean, you're so far behind 8 ball. So it takes coaching, and I got a fabulous coaching staff. Got a JV coach who does, if it wasn't for her, she sells the boat, as I always tell her. She keeps us on track, and her name's Coach Taylor Badar. She does a wonderful job. Freshman coaches, our middle school coaches, they all do a great job.
Now we're going to shift this focus to the player of the year. We've been talking to the team. You've been yapping a lot, and I've been directing my questions at you, and I found out things about you that maybe I didn't need to know, but either way, it's been real. But Avery, player of the year, Mespy winner, a force on the basketball court. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How would you describe this girl's game? I told you I wasn't going to let you talk, and then I'm going to have you.
Tenacious. I mean, she always gives 100%, plays hard. She'll get knocked down, get her glasses knocked off, get hit. She bounces right back.
You wear the glasses when you play?
No.
Practice. Right. She has practiced before.
All right.
I haven't practiced because I forgot my contacts one time.
You describe your game.
I feel like I just try to run around and make it as chaotic as possible to confuse the other team. That's all I do.
On offense?
Yeah, on everything. Defense, offense, I'm just running around constantly.
Scoring points, shooting, passing, all of it, driving?
I'm not a big shooter, but driving and passing are my two big things. Yeah.
Okay. What did this girl do to earn All-State? Was it all the above? Was it especially just like her tenacious? And is that something that you learned in soccer?
I don't.
Do those two sports go hand in hand?
A lot of people I've talked to always say like soccer is basketball with your feet. So I'm pretty much the same. In soccer I'm a forward though, so I'm the scorer. I just kind of hang out at the midfield and wait for the ball to get to me and then score. So, okay. But it really is like you're just running around constantly. So.
All right.
To answer her question, I think it's everything that she brought to the table. She said she's not a shooter, which, yeah, maybe not, but she's a scorer, and there's a difference. So, with her attacking, getting the basket, best finisher we had on the team, but then what she brought on defense. That's why I said tenacious, one of our best defending guards. She just played so hard. She just played strong, good rebounder for us, the guard, and physical, and then the leadership she brought to our team this year. So she was kind of the total package for us this year.
Describe your leadership style.
I feel like I know what it feels like to be the younger kids with people older than you that are like these big dogs. I played with Aubrey Wallace. I played with Kelby Zupan. So I'm playing with these girls that are amazing players. So I just didn't want to be that scary person that you were like, oh my gosh, I can't mess up because she'll get mad at me. So I feel like I was more of like a friendship leadership type thing.
Supportive.
Like, yes, I just made sure everybody was able to stay positive, stay out of their head, and just make sure they're playing their game, not trying to do something impressive to make everybody happy. You know what I mean?
definitely a leader on the team, Coach.
Absolutely, yeah. So, like she said, she not just by leader by friendship, but leader by example as well. Showing up on the time, holding girls accountable, playing hard all the time. So, true leader.
How long have you been playing basketball?
I started basketball in 2nd grade with the Junior Eagles team. I never played at any upward or anything like that a lot of girls did. But I got the flyer in 2nd grade, and I was like, sure.
Try it.
Yeah. And then I loved it. Never stopped playing.
What are your best memories? You're a senior. You're done.
I feel like I have so many good memories. I honestly, I think it would just have to be this whole senior year has just been my best year I've had, team-wise, individual-wise, both. And I wasn't, as a freshman, I wasn't on the state team. I was injured, so I didn't play that year, so I didn't get the full state experience that a lot of the girls did. So I definitely think that would be this whole year.
All right. You're going to miss a ton about this girl next year, man.
Yeah. Especially being my first senior class as a coach. So, yeah she's you don't replace someone. You just hope someone can come in and kind of fill their role a little bit. You can't find someone to replace what she did for us. So she's truly going to be missed.
You played for 2 head coaches?
Yeah.
Arb was there your freshman year. That was his first year, right?
Yep. He was there for my freshman, sophomore, junior year. And then Durbin my senior year.
I think his 2nd season.
Yeah.
Okay, 2nd. Okay.
It was her freshman year. Yeah.
Okay, so you had 2 head coaches.
Yep.
All right. What do you want to say to Coach on your way out the door? Because remember, he can't make you run anymore.
Right.
That's right.
No, Durbin, he genuinely changed the game for me. Going into my junior year, I had a rough sophomore year, not my time. And so junior year, I was just kind of dragging through, still playing. And then this year, it was just Durbin was there. I was having fun. I've known Durbin since 6th grade, so he's been around. We've always been good friends, best buds.
Calls me Derby.
Yep, Coach Derby. So I just think he really helped me find my love for basketball again and really just play to my full potential, whereas before I was a little shy still. I just hadn't come out of my shell. And so I think I finally did this year and finally played as good as I could because Durbin encouraged me to.
It's nice.
It is. Thank you, Avery.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say to Miss Avery on her way out the door, Coach? I was able to tell Jessie Hatrip whatever I wanted to, so this is your chance.
Gotcha. Yeah. I've told her, not tell her again. Thank you for everything that she's done. Not just for the program, but helping me come along as a coach as well. Because I was at Trimpe, she was at Trimpe. Just thank you for everything you did for us, and she's going to be missed. That's for sure.
Well said. All right, guys. Well, congratulations. 3A Player of the Year, Mespy winner, Avery Huddleston, Coach Jeff Durbin. 3A Team of the Year, the Eagles. Congratulations. You guys had a good freshman year for you, senior year for you. All right. Thank you all for listening to the Metro East Sports Podcast presented by Little Caesars Pizza. And big thanks to guests Jessie Hatrip, Alan Seedley, Alex Stell, Jeff Durbin, and Avery Huddleston. And for partners, Cassens, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Callaway Home Loans, Keller Williams Marquee, the Blasting Game Group, Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oak Brook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, Played Again Sports, Edwardsville, and Snap Mobile. And for my teammates, Social Media Director Kayla Koberg and Video Production Assistant Luke Slemmer, thank you for listening to the Metro East Sports Podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East.